Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you Richard. Richard not only wears a bow tie to attract the attention to his eyes, but also is an actor and a producer. And Richard have done sketches and comedy and a variety of interesting things. Let's find out who you are, what you do.
Oh, thank you,
How
Mr.
it
Great,
works.
for having me on the show. Thank you so much. Happy
Thank
New
you.
Year to you.
Thank you for your gift that you
No,
brought
well,
earlier.
I hope you enjoyed the rum cake. If a guy
Yes.
bring you rum cake, that's a good sign.
Yes. Tell us a little bit about what are you capable? What do you produce?
Right now, I'm an executive producer of a comedy show called The Rhyme Impersonator Show. It actually started several years ago as a sketch comedy show. And then we kind of did a Kickstarter to raise money for the production.
Okay.
We raised $13.5K to successful
What's the
Kickstarter
key
campaign.
for the Kickstarter campaign? How do you, so many people fail
Yes.
and never raise? What did you do that others don't, so you raise the money?
Well, our project was a little more intricate in terms of the process of a good team, a good network, because you can't crowdfund without a crowd. You need a network. And I always say your network is your net worth. So, we basically camaraderie a lot of our team members who had networks. And the first campaign, we raised 5K with 85 backers. So 85 backers.
But why
and-
would people give you money for
Yes.
the comedy? Like, what would cause them? Just because they're
Well-
wealthy and just like what you do, or is there is something for them there?
Yes, and I mean with crowdfunding, you get rewards. It's not begging as some people think. My Indian client, she's my business partner, associate producer. Her family sees it as begging. It's not begging. It's you're giving something to get something. It's a mutual transaction. So it's a process to crowdfund.
Comedy is a very rewarding field because I see immediate gratification. I produce a joke and I see audience react and they laugh at it or not. So I see it pretty much right away. With the comedy, I kind of feel that it has a medical effect. The more my audience laugh, the more they have happy thoughts, the better they feel. I'm not a doctor,
natural. Right.
but I'm pretty sure every time the person
Yes.
laugh and it's produce some kind of chemical reaction in
Yes.
the body that heals whatever the bad thoughts they have, and it help. Comedy is helpful.
Yes, I agree.
For the body.
I agree.
Like, how do you deliver the material? Is it the material has to be awesome, or it's the delivery? What's the difference
think
in
it's,
being humorous and a comedic?
It's a combination of both. It's a combination of both. As a writer, we write punchlines, we write things that we feel is funny, but then the person that's delivering it has to connect with it. So I think when it connects to an audience and when you hear the laughter, it's like maybe
You on both sides.
Yes.
You produce on one side
I'm
and you're
watching
an
it.
actor on the other side.
Yes, and I'm watching
So
it.
you're like me, like a creator.
yeah.
So you
So-
wear so multiple
Yes.
hats.
So when we see it, like my first hoo-ha, was a sketch we did. I played an Asian character. It was 5 hours of makeup.
Wow.
Called Mr. Chow. That's my first, one of my second characters. And we screened it at a restaurant. It was ready. We didn't have a big studio, so we just screened it at a good friend's restaurant. We put it up, and I'm waiting. And I'm waiting for the laugh for this particular punchline that says, hot like fire. He hot like fire. Everybody dies in the restaurant. I'm like, the feeling. I can't explain it.
You feel it at that moment. Yes.
Everybody. We loved it. And that was a punchline written for that character. So when we're looking at it, it's different. But when you give it out to an audience and you see them receive it, then you kind of know your writing as a comedic writer is good. That tells you,
I always wonder for comedy, whenever I deliver a joke, someone wrote it, and sometimes I hear the joke and I kind of worked it. I want to give the proper credit, especially here at the YouTube. It's very important to give credit and not
Yes,
to
of
use
course.
other people's material.
Of course,
and
original.
the property rights is important.
Of course.
So how do you go? How much research you need? Because I kind of heard that joke maybe from Seinfeld, but Seinfeld heard it from the Dangerfield, and Dangerfield read it at the Mark Twain. So and Mark Twain saw it in Shakespeare, and Shakespeare also heard it from someone. So like, who gets the proper credit? Like, how do you credit the joke? 'Cause-
That's it. It comes down to, again, originality. You have to be a writer that has original. We talk original content,
Right.
you have to have your original punchline. You have to have something original in your production. I think once you connect with that,
my question is, I read so many
Yeah.
jokes. I read so much
Everyone
material.
writes.
So when I come sit and produce my own material, I can just honestly
Yeah.
use someone else
can.
a joke and not feeling it. Just forget about
can.
what you're. So like,
You-
but I want to. Is there
Yeah.
a way, like, is there a software that allows nowadays, like, to look it up? Is there like a research system that you're using
well,
to give proper credit?
I mean, in social media, there's tons of videos you can watch on this. We can, how do you create good comedic material? But it's more like, we're creating something for an audience to perceive it. So as a writer, as a producer, as a director, it has to connect. That is the thing. When I just take my actors and I give them a script, I say, you're going on script. They're on script, and they say the line. It's okay. Now go off script. Say something natural, just as if you were It's a different reaction.
Different body language.
Cut.
Oh, so
That's it.
So you don't tell them that you actually
No,
the camera keep
Never.
rolling.
never.
Oh wow.
I let it go. One more time. Let's do another take. Off script. Don't go in script. Love it. And we captured amazing moments. Those are the things that are priceless, So when we're looking at
One more
terms of-
question before I let you go. Live audience. I shoot a lot, as you see in my footage. A lot of it comes raw and unedited. The time is so essential. By the time I edit and process and take away all those, you lose the audience. So I like to show either live streaming, or even if I record it, I just let it go
There you
as this
go.
with all the hiccups and the stuff. How do you manage the?
It's a bit different because in sketch comedy, we have it's scripted.
Right.
Some of my stuff is scripted. Like I say, sometimes I go off script, see what I catch as a director. But
Do you use TriCaster? You have like 3 or 4 cameras and like
Three
camera
or
1,
four.
camera 2.
3 or 4 cameras. Sometimes I have 4 cameras on a set, particular scenes that we're shooting. Some cameras, sometimes it goes to 2 cameras. So it kind of depends on. 'Cause that's why physical comedy as a sketch comedian is different. Like I grew up with Living Color, Mad TV. These are the people I admired. Eddie Murphy, all the Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock. These were people I embodied as an actor, as a comedic writer. And so I kind of bring that to my writing. So when I do characters, I play opposite myself. I play a female character. I'm in makeup. If I play Dr. Phil on my first show, that's how I got my first season. And I have YouTube approach me to do a YouTube partner channel with them. So I've been growing the channel. That was my first sketch. So it really embodies your team, your crew, but everything starts from the script. The script, the writing style. Then you have to test it. That's what we got to do with when we finished a particular season. We got to put it out into audiences that didn't know me. Not my parents, not my family, not my friends, just people that did like you don't know me. But if you see my sketch, wow, it's different. So that's what I challenge.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have more questions for Richard, if you'd
many
like
questions.
to hear Richard perform, what would be your social media?
Social media, guys, you can reach me at IG, Richard Olivia Jr., and The Rhyme Impersonator. YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/The Rhyme Impersonator. Subscribe to the channel. And ICP Entertainment is the company that produces the Rhyme Show, icpentertainment.org.
Do you have, by any chance, a closing joke for the audience?
Closing joke. I'll do an impersonation. I'll give you guys one of my Dr. Phil. If you can't be a man and treat your boo right, then guess what? He's going to take flight. If you can't see the cuties or hottie, you might find yourself with nobody. If you don't get about the strip club, clean up your act, another man gonna step on the scene and be hitting that, be hitting that, be hitting that, hitting that. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Gray.
Cut.